Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Langtree Charter Academy Class of 2022. Alex Amundsen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light, or so proudly we hail at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight over ramparts we watch, were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and the home of the brave. Thank you. I would like to introduce our upper class assistant principal, Miss Miranda Day.
Good morning. You may now all be seated. It is my honor to introduce our platform guests in attendance for today's ceremony. Please hold your applause until all guests have been recognized. Guests, please stand as your name is called. Shane Liss, Upper Campus and Lead Principal. Renee Hay, Upper Campus Assistant Principal. Yours truly. Elizabeth Paget, Lower Campus Principal. Madison Smith, Upper Campus School Counselor. Amber Winter, Upper Campus School Counselor. Our CSUSA State Team members: Margaret Nanpalm, State Director. Andreas Cantillo, Senior IT Manager, Carolinas. Jesus Uskatigi, Market and Enrollment Manager. Our esteemed NCCEF board members, Beth Compton, Jessica Rainstein. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me in welcoming our guests. As seniors, you have worked diligently to make these past years one you will remember. Certainly, the most important part of this year is now. On behalf of our seniors at Langtree Charter Academy, we are requesting that all in attendance help us to make this special commencement a memorable and dignified ceremony. It is our desire that your commencement ceremony reflect the honor and respectability of this important day. In keeping with these goals, we ask that you observe the following guidelines. At this time, students, families, and friends, please silence all cell phones and other electronic devices. We ask that you please remain silent while each senior's name is called during the presentation of diplomas. Thank you in advance for your cooperation. Now, I would like to introduce our Upper Campus Assistant Principal, Ms. Renee Hay.
Good morning. It is my honor to introduce the Langtree Charter Academy Class of 2022 Salutatorian. He is best described as hardworking, competitive, and humble. We wish him all the best in his future endeavors. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome the Class of 2022 Salutatorian, Nathan Wardsley.
Hello, class of 2022, and welcome parents and staff. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Nathan Worsley, as presented. Our time here at Langtree is coming to a close, and these past few years have been some of the best years of my middle school and high school life. But now it is time to move on to greater things and seek a future that everyone here desires to have. Although some of the years during our time here have been tough, mainly with the recent pandemic, which forced us to learn in a brand new way than what we were accustomed to, we were able to power through it, and it made us realize that nothing could stop us from achieving our goals. If you truly want a future that you can be proud of, then it is possible no matter what the challenges or difficulties might be. When I first came to Langtree in 6th grade, I didn't know anyone. It was a new school for me, and an all-new environment for me as well. During my 7 years here, though, I have made numerous friends and had teachers who have always supported me to be the best version of myself. As I reflect on my years at Langtree, I am thankful to be here today graduating with you all. We have worked hard to be here, and this is not the end, but just the beginning of our next chapter. Congratulations to the class of 2022. I would also like to introduce Caleb Doro, class of 2022, Student Council President.
Good morning, Langtree students, staff, teachers, parents, and everyone of class of 2022. Thank you all for being here today. For many of us, 2013 was the beginning of a new chapter in our lives. There was a buzz in the air and cars full of cheering moms and dads, echoing the words of Dr. Seuss. You're off to great places, today's your day, your mountain is waiting, so get on your way. Langtree Charter Academy had just opened and we were among the first to sit in its rooms. For us, it was the beginning of our 4th grade year. There would be chorus concerts at the Cove Church, muffins with moms and donuts with dad, times at Old Salem, Christmas parties, and spring carnivals to help ensure our year was the best. We were pushed to excel in academics and were awarded with quarterly award ceremonies. We were also encouraged to roar as we went throughout our day. In our 5th grade year, we were top of our class. It was our last year of elementary, and we were determined to have a blast. We were met by great teachers like Mr. Duncan, Miss S., and Miss Johnson, who thought they may not have voiced it. We're echoing the voices of our parents and Dr. Seuss. You're off to great places. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting, so get on your way. So get on our way we did, a year packed full of memories with a day at Riverbank Zoo, a trip to Charleston where we enjoyed hot dogs on the beach, and our all-new field day was ours to siege to. The year wouldn't have been complete without a little history, so we dressed up in costumes and presented our wax museum. We had Teddy Roosevelt, Annie Oakley, and Abe Lincoln, to name a few. The year was complete, and we were ready to be officially middle schoolers. Our teachers wished us the best and reminded us, you have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes, you can steer yourself in any direction you choose. We headed into middle school with confidence in our steps, though it didn't take long for us to experience a few missteps. In spite of the drama middle school is fun, we were able to experience new opportunities like art club, soccer, tennis, golf, and more. Mr. Grady was our athletic director, who later became our teacher, and one of our middle school highlights was being the first to walk in another new building. Our 7th grade year, the upper campus opened, and it met with excitement as we learned the new ropes. We had teachers like Mr. Flory guiding our path, and they helped us make another year of success. In middle school, we attended our first school dances, experienced homecoming, spirit days, and a day at Carowinds. Though it seemed chaotic at times, we survived middle school, and we were not sad to leave it behind. Just a little over 4 years ago, we officially moved up. We were in high school bound, with dreams to achieve. We spent a year with Mr. Grady leading freshman success. New clubs and sports were ours to experience. Beta Club, Mu Alpha Theta, National Art Honor Society were among those on the list. Chick-fil-A Leadership Academy also kept us busy with impact events. We collected items, packed and delivered 80 backpacks to the Appalachian region to make kids' Christmases bright. For 2 years, Captain Crunch battled it out with Tony the Tiger and Lucky Charms in our staff versus students basketball and flag football game. This year, once again, the students took the lead, and Toucan Sam was able to crunch Cinnamon Toast Crunch in another epic game. Our sophomore year, some would say our world got turned upside down. We went from our biggest problem being what others thought about us to wondering if our family had enough toilet paper. For many of us, our license came just before the pandemic hit, and we were tasked with being part of our own great race, from store to store looking for treasures like Oreos, toilet paper, and cleaning supplies. We were met with cheers when we walked through our doors with enough toilet paper to ensure we were covered for a few more weeks. Though the pandemic was hard, we met with new challenges like Zoom and team meetings for classes online. We were responsible to stay on task, and we were responsible to stay on task with all that we do. We had to learn how to motivate ourselves to learn and keep moving forward when it was just on our computers. Junior year, we were able to kind of be back on campus with rules that felt unfamiliar and changed the dynamics of what we knew the school to be like. Before, we wore masks and learned the importance of 6 feet. We had friends on campus and on team meetings too. Our teachers were resilient and learned to teach us to both groups. In spite of the differences, we learned how to soar. We had to think outside the box to do a homecoming and activities. By spring, we were able to do prom, but had to dance with our partners 6 feet apart. Our teachers reminded us not to give up. We would get through the crazy time. They remembered us of Dr. Seuss's words again. You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes, you can steer yourself any way you choose. You're on your own, and you know what you know, and you know you're the only one that will decide where you go. We made it throughout the worst pandemic in our time for our senior year. This year has been awesome. We proved that we can do anything in spite of the challenges. We had homecoming and a basketball season that felt normal again. We experienced pep rallies for the first time since the pandemic, and we're excited to participate in Spirit Week. We had our first ever Powder Puff game, with which the seniors won, of course. The twins showed up their skills in cheering for the game. We have had dance parties in yearbook and fun at Carowinds. We came together as a class because we knew what it was like to be a part. Seniors, remember, this is our time, this is our year. The challenges we have faced do not define us but make us stronger. Remember, you're off to great places. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting, so get on your way. Class of 22, let's go take our mountain. And thank you guys for voting me for Student Council President of Class of 2022.
We are now honored to introduce Langtree Charter Academy, Class of 2022, Valedictorian, Macy Jennings.
Good morning, all my fellow peers, teachers, staff, family, and friends. Thank you all for coming here today to celebrate the class of 2022. It's been a long journey and none of us could have completed it without all of you sitting here today celebrating with us. My goal for this speech is to celebrate with my fellow classmates and to keep it short and simple. At least simpler than the capstone essay. I, as well as many other students, have been here since Langtree first opened. We remember wearing the red polo shirts and walking on the blue lines on the floor at the lower school. We kept hearing about a gym being built so we wouldn't have PE outside, and yes, it was built after we all moved to the upper school. When the upper school was created, many of us did not have to worry about meeting new people, since it was just our 6th grade classmates moving there. Our teachers have been truly inspirational, and I can't thank them enough for all that they have done to help each and every one of us get here today. For example, Mr. Stewart, our local guinea pig, still denies his look-alike and is one of the most hilarious teachers I have ever had. Like, what teacher yells, "This is a ferret stroking free zone"? There are worse quotes, they just weren't accepted. Mr. Duncan humbled my peers and I in math, specifically the architect project. Ms. Clark was one of the most organized and sweetest teachers I've ever had. I had her for 3 years and never once had a bad experience with her. Mr. Laughinghouse really did make everyone laugh and is kind-hearted. We also had teachers like Miss Sidlow, who cried every day in class about how sad her life is and how she dropped out of med school. And then there's also Mr. Grady, who I wish the worst to, and please don't take that out of context. There's Miss Acuff, who never ever says that a student's art is horrible. And there's Miss Malgeri, who I never had, but she was always nice, and she gave my math class pie for Pi Day when Mr. Nacy didn't. There are more amazing teachers that I unfortunately did not have the privilege of having, but I've heard great things about for future students. I thank all of you for helping each and every one of us walk across this stage today. I want to take a second to thank our counselors, Miss Smith and Miss Winter. I and many others would not be where we are now without your help and guidance. Both helped me proofread essays, choose courses that helped me follow my future path to college, and listen whenever I had personal issues. I had a lot of weird and unforgettable memories at this school, more specifically our field trips. There was a time we went to the zoo and got attacked by birds, or the rope course that was very, very underwhelming. We even had the Charleston trip, where many of us got into awkward room situations and almost missed the bus. I know I still have my Langtree field trip shirts. For senior skip day, some of us went to Carowinds and had a blast. I will always remember our pep rallies, which were just ways to get out of class and avoid doing schoolwork. I've had a lot of opportunities to join many clubs at Langtree, and I was in like a lot of clubs. And we got the chance to do different service projects to help the community. I want to thank all the teachers who helped sponsor all the clubs at Langtree. It was a struggle this year with clubs, getting new members, and having an induction ceremony. But we stuck through it and have accomplished so much. For example, in National Beta Club, we donated hundreds of pounds of canned food to Feed NC. In Chick-fil-A Leadership Academy, we held the Powder Puff game and our annual Students versus Staff basketball game. We donated a bunch of cereal and raised so much money for our organizations. I hope many of us continue providing for the community via volunteer work, school clubs, work, or fundraising. We all survived the pandemic, which forced us to go online. It was nice to be able to do schoolwork while in your bed and wearing pajamas. When we got to 11th grade, we had to teach ourselves the topics more and not rely on our parents holding us accountable. No one can say that they slept so much while attending school. Many of us will look back on the pandemic and tell our children, "Oh, back in my day, we had the pandemic, possible World War III, murder hornets, and the monkeypox." For the past year, we've had a lot of our last finals, our last AP test, our last prom, our last sports game, our last yearbook, and our last first day of school. Many of us are trying to, quote-unquote, run away from Mooresville, whether that be go to college, a trade school, traveling the world, or just trying to figure out what to do next. I think we are now realizing the amount of friends and family we have made in our years at Langtree. In the next few months, many of us are meant to pack away our childhoods, say goodbye to our family and friends, and move to a place where we know virtually no one. It will be hard leaving Langtree and Mooresville behind, but it's time to start new adventures. I want to take a second to thank all of the parents and family that helped us succeed. Many of us would not be awake for school if it wasn't for all of you. Our family held us accountable and knew everything, like the next dress down day or the testing schedule. Over the past few years, they have begun to let us go, make our own lunches, do our own classwork, talk to teachers by ourselves. They have made us the functional young adults we are today. All in all, it has been an amazing 9 years with everyone, and it will be bizarre not seeing everyone's face next year when I start my next journey at NC State. We all have aspirations and the drive to actually make a difference somewhere, so let's not wait, but start today. As we look around here today and at all the people who help make us who we are, it feels like we're saying goodbye, but we will carry a piece of each other into everything we do next, to remind us of who we are and who we're meant to be. I will miss everyone so much, and I wish you all luck on whatever path you go down. Here's the class of 2022. And in the words of Mr. Stewart, all right, you cool cats and kittens, I'm out. And I'm proud to honor to introduce our upper campus principal, Mr. Liss.
Thank you, Nathan, Caleb, and Macy. At this time, I would like to invite our school counselors, Miss Madison Smith and Miss Amber Winter, to the stage for the presentation of diplomas. Marshals, please move the seniors into position.
Emily, Grace, and Tisdale. Benjamin Bradley Beal. Ella Marie Bertucci. Jordan Nicole Bonk. Nora Ann Brooks. Colin Aiden Brown. Nicholas Brian Carteropoli. Quinn Thomas Carter. Colt William Cavalieri. Coleman Jackson Chipperfield. Kaylee Elizabeth Clark. Lariah Monnier Clark. Sean Patrick Clark. Alexander Nicholas Clayton. Emily Charlotte Cuddy. Alicia Renee Davies. Bryson Collins Collins Harwood. Caleb Elliott Doro. Bailey Ryan Faircloth. Abigail Elizabeth Grack. Travis Justin Gray. Madison Cole Green. William Shelton Hammond. Ashton Cole Harper. Brian Robert Hasty. Hunter Matthew Hazlett. Nikayla Michelle Hagans. Jacob Parks Henderson. Jackson Yuan Hines. Anshay Huntley. Macy Elizabeth Jennings. Nathaniel Adam Jones.
Logan Jonathan Keller. Madison Helen Renee Kepley. Julia Philomena Knowles. William Thomas Corey. Christian Anthony Labarca. Nicole Elizabeth Lafone. Adrian Lamont Lowry. Connor Edward Aiden McDermott. Delaney Rose Griswood Mack. Logan McMaster Mallory. Ritvik Sai Aditya Manam. Bryson James Mans. Spencer Michael Mayhew. Anaya Monet McKinnon. Braxton Michael Miller. Matthew Ryan Minucci. Bryce Randall Mostert. Jocelyn Renee Oakley. Randy Carol Olson. Emily Rebecca Owens. Tyler James Panuccio. Dayton Christopher Pfeiffer. Rocco Anthony Powell. McKenna Sky Powers. Madison Suzanne Reber. Robert Thomas Ricciani. Brandon James Ruggiero. Ryan Boyd Russell. Dylan Thomas Sachs. Alexander Michael Schuler. Gabriel Reed Scoretta. Samir Singh Shahid. Martin Felix Celia. Avery Lynn Starnes. Lucinda Elizabeth Thompson Valentine. Sarah Lily Threewitz. Alexis Marie Toller. Kamaya Dominic Turner. Ibrahim Musa Abdullah Valentine. Christina Marie Van Dyne. Adam Philip Vandewater. Natalie Ann Velez. Zoe Elizabeth Walden. Micaiah Waugh. Avery Lynn Webster. Dayla Desiree Whitley. Christopher Williams. Clarence Williams. Nicholas Cyrus Winchester V. Nathan Robert Worsley. Nicholas Joseph Yesker. Eli Cole Zimmerman. And please welcome back to the podium our principal, Mr. Liss.
At this time, we would like to recognize one of our Langtree staff members who is receiving an honorary diploma for his graduation. Eduardo Marie Cedeno was set to attend his high school graduation in 1972, 50 years ago this month. Although he graduated, he was unable to attend his graduation ceremony in person. Ed had accepted an offer from the Scalora Cantorium La Caceres to travel to Goronza, Croatia, former Yugoslavia, and other countries to study abroad, all expenses paid. His departure date was set for 3 days before his high school graduation ceremony. In his 45 days traveling and performing in Europe, he learned choral music from the Renaissance, music from Antonio Vivaldi, Claudio Monteverdi, among others. With this year being the 50th anniversary of what have been Ed's graduation date, we are happy to fulfill his lifelong void and have him walk across the stage in the presence of his students and friends here at Langtree Charter Academy. Congratulations, Ed. Good morning, students, families, alumni, faculty, and staff. If you were fortunate enough to attend our senior award ceremony, you learned that these students were active members in National Honor Society, Beta Club, Scholar Athletes, National Honor Art Society, Mu Alpha Theta, which is the Math Honor Society, Science Club, Chick-fil-A Leadership Academy, Crosby Scholars, Student Council, AP Scholars, Honors in Cambridge. They are made up of scholarship winners totaling over $5 million in awards. As we heard from some of our amazing students, there are legacy students in this group that have been here since as long as we have been open. So what does it mean to be a Langtree graduate? I have had the very unique opportunity to have presided over every graduating class that we have had at Langtree. These past 4 years we have been together, I have watched each one of you graduates grow to impressive young men and women who are seated before me. At Langtree, our seal displays the symbols of the schools of the 3 A's: arts, academics, and athletics. This graduating class, over the past 4 years, has expanded our performance arts program, adding concerts and performances to an already robust program, increasing the number of art shows we hold each year, won numerous awards in local art contests, and has been recognized for incredible artistic levels at the state and national level. In athletics, these students boast 4 NCAA athletes, and members of this graduating class have won 5 state championships in the past 4 years. They have grown the athletics program from 20 teams to over 30 teams, won conference championships, countless games, but most importantly, carried themselves with a sense of pride, regardless of a win or loss. In academics, 15 students earned the distinction of cum laude, having a GPA of 3.5 to 3.7. 6 students were magna cum laude with 3.75 to 3.9 GPAs, and 31 students in this graduating class are listed as summa cum laudes, graduating with a 3.9 GPA or higher. That means 2/3 of the graduates before you have a cumulative GPA of 3.5 or above. That's extremely impressive. Our school's official seal also has the words purpose, passion, integrity, and grit on it. You'll see it on your diplomas. Purpose. This class demonstrates purpose, as we heard from some of our amazing speakers today, through giving back with the Dig Pink Breast Cancer Awareness Fundraiser, the Powder Puff Game to raise funds for the awareness for NAMI, the National Alliance of Mental Illness and Suicide Prevention, partnered with the United States Marine Corps to collect toys for tots, held canned food drives for families in need, had a coat drive for those in need of warmth, led beautification efforts in our community, sponsored the staff and student basketball game for Feed NC, collecting cereal and dry goods and funds for community members in need, collected supplies for our local animal shelter, and collected stuffed animals for children in the war-torn country of Ukraine. Their purpose is the betterment of mankind, both locally and globally. Passion. The class of 2022 demonstrated passion through their pursuit of activities outside of the classroom: athletics, clubs, arts, service, and advocacy. Integrity. This class embodies integrities. For example, in the past year, I have personally witnessed that they take responsibility for their actions. They put others' needs before their own. They offer to help others in need. They give others the benefit of the doubt. They choose honesty in all things. They show respect to everyone. They've demonstrated that they've manifested humility, and they're able to admit when they're wrong. Finally, grit. You heard the amazing academic accomplishments of these students, despite the global pandemic impacting more than half of their high school careers. Where others faltered, they prevailed. When the going got tough, they leaned in and pushed ahead. They have demonstrated that they have grit. So what does it mean to be a graduate of Langtree Charter Academy? It means you have the tools and experiences to make a difference in the world. It means you are a lion. Lions are good at making decisions and very goal-oriented. They enjoy challenges, difficult assignments, the opportunities for advancement. Because lions are thinking of the goal, they can be very aggressive and competitive, as we know this group is. Having spent the past 4 years with you, I can definitively say, you are lions. Here at Langtree we say, once a lion, always a lion. Please come back and visit us. We can't wait to see the difference you will continue to make in this world. I would like to welcome back Ms. Hay to join me at the podium.
Seniors, please rise. Mr. Liss, I'm proud to present to you the Langtree Charter Academy Class of 2022. Each student assembled here has completed all requirements as set forth by both Langtree Charter Academy and the state of North Carolina, and is hereby entitled to receive a high school diploma or a certificate of completion.
By the authority vested in me by the state of North Carolina, I pronounce upon you, those of you who have completed the necessary requirements, graduates of Langtree Charter Academy, and confer upon each of you all rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations. At this time, graduates, please move your tassels from right to left to signify this rite of passage. Family and friends, please join us in applauding the accomplishments of these graduates. I am honored to present your Langtree Charter Academy Class of 2022.